Hey everybody, Josh here with We Love Wrestling. We're coming live from Indianapolis at the Royal Rumble. We're excited. We're gonna live stream the whole thing. I will say, couldn't get tickets, so we're outside. Can't find Rusty right now, but we'll get to him when we find him. I've been trying to call him and can't get a hold of him. Don't know where he is.
Tickets to the Royal Rumble!
Get your tickets here!
Get your tickets!
Hot dogs and tickets!
Sir, you look like you're lost and confused. Do you need tickets?
Oh yeah, I would love tickets. I mean, how much are we talking here?
Oh, absolutely free. Absolutely free. You look like you got your hands full with a. What is that? Is that a podcast?
Yeah, it's a podcast.
Is that a
We
podcast?
Love Wrestling podcast.
Oh, well, it's your lucky day. This is a twofer for you. We got tickets, one singular ticket to this wonderful wrestling match, and that's all yours.
Man.
And we'll take your podcast off your hands, and we'll cover the whole thing for you.
Well, I mean, I have a co-host. I mean, I need 2 tickets.
Oh, you mean Rusty?
Yeah. Wait, you guys know Rusty?
Yeah, we
Put up heck of a fight, that Rusty.
Yeah, I mean, luckily the glue on the troubadour mask set pretty quickly.
I used super glue.
Yeah, Gorilla super glue.
Oh, that's not good.
Yes.
He's allergic to super glue.
Well,
I wonder that's why he kept screaming and crying about it.
and kept passing out and gaining consciousness again. But anyway, he's good thing that you're going to the match because your good friend Rusty is going to be in the match.
Oh no,
Yes,
not Rusty. He's not a fighter.
As the flying rust bucket.
Oh dear. At least it's not the Rusty trombone.
I told you that was a great name.
That was a better name. Dang it. The Rusty Bucket. Yep. Yeah, so if you hurry, these are courtside wrestling tickets.
Courtside at a football stadium. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so if you if you hurry, you'll be able to see because we made sure he's going to be in round 1. So.
Oh dear.
You might want to hurry.
Oh, that's not good. All right. Well, I guess thank you guys.
You're welcome.
You are more than welcome.
I guess you guys can take over from here.
All right, and then we'll leave the bill for everything when we're done.
Time to go.
Did you say Bill?
Get on out of here, buddy. Have a good time at the show.
Spank you on the bottom.
Come on. See you, Josh.
Bye, guys. Oh dear.
Best buddies are talking about whatever they want. They're looking for a show to steal and treasure to haunt. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast. They like to get crazy, talk a lot of trash. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast.
Welcome to Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast. Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Mike.
How are you today?
I'm fucking pumped, dude.
Oh, man. I'm so glad that we're in the parking lot in Indianapolis for the Royal Rumble.
How did we even get here?
But you know what? I'm not worried about the Royal Rumble. Someone else can cover all that boring stuff. I have way more interesting things to cover, like today's guest, Jeremy. He is the co-owner of Palmetto Championship Wrestling.
Ooh.
He is a unbelievable musical artist in the country genre.
The voice on this
He
guy.
was the finalist for Carolina Country Music Male Artist of the Year.
The one that just happened?
It just happened, Jeremy. And he was there as a finalist. And this gentleman's name is Elliot Poston. Hello, welcome to the show.
What's up, guys? It's Poston,
Poston.
by the way. Yeah. It's a long go.
Wait, let me get it clean. And welcome to the show, Elliot Poston.
Thanks, guys.
You're
Good
welcome.
to be here.
Are you surprised I got your name the first time?
Yeah.
I like it better to start off with him correcting you immediately.
Yeah, but it's common though. I mean, because it's one of those things that it looks like Boston. So why would it not be Poston? I'll tell you why. Because I'm from the South.
That's right.
That's why.
Poston.
Poston. Yep.
Pootis.
Jabby, no.
It's like post on.
That's right.
It's what we do every Monday.
Who needs time for a hyphen? Get it out of here.
Is that your Carolina?
Get out of here.
More
Anyway,
Georgia, but it'll suffice.
welcome to the show. We are so glad to have you on today. Oh man, the questions, the things, the adventure we're gonna go on today, Elliot. I'm just very excited to have you on. What a storied career. What a illustrious career you've had.
Yes.
I love it.
And dubious. Yes.
So
it's amazing.
So we're stealing a podcast today. It's called We Love Wrestling. It was previously like spelled WWE, but I think that they got caught.
Yeah, I don't think they can keep using that.
to change it to just regular old We Love Wrestling with Josh and Rusty.
The Flying Rust Bucket.
And these guys, not only do they love professional wrestling, they love professional wrestling. See what I did there?
Very clever, Mike.
Yes. I have to ask you, Elliot, before you became co-owner of Palmetto Championship Wrestling, did you yourself dabble in wrestling?
So I grew up watching it. I was a fan. I was a wee lad back in 1986. Sitting there in front of my uncle's television watching WCW Monday Nitro.
Ooh.
And yeah, so just used to go to my uncle's house. I'd walk there because where I grew up, I didn't have cable or satellite until I was like a senior in high school. So to watch wrestling, I would just walk to my uncle's house because he had a satellite dish. So I'd watch it there, and I'd flip back and forth between WCW Monday Nitro and WWE Monday Night Raw, and so became a fan. I kind of took a break from it for a little while. I feel like most people do. Most adults I've met end up taking kind of like a short little break, and met a guy who at the time was an owner of a professional wrestling company, and he invited me out to a show, and I actually had my son as well. So by the time my son had turned 2 or 3, he was very, very enthused. He loved wrestling. He still does. And I became the ring announcer for a professional wrestling company. And before I knew it, I was doing that as well as became an owner.
Were you ever tempted to say the forbidden words?
Fake?
No.
Is that the forbidden word?
Let's get.
So when someone prepares themselves, no,
Let's get that
one. You scared me. You know how heavily trademarked and copyrighted that is.
Mike wouldn't let me name the show that.
So so I'm sure you were tempted at one point.
Honestly, no.
He had his own thing.
Yeah, what's your own thing?
You know,
what would you say?
I don't really have something that I say. So
Maybe
to
we
speak,
should
you know.
change that.
Yeah, could you announce to the ring the Flying Rust Bucket?
Yeah. How would you announce the Flying Rust Bucket? He's off on the side. He's coming in. He's about to battle. Hold on.
What's his name? Other than the Flying Rust, is that like Rusty something?
Sanders.
Rusty Sanders.
We'll say Sanders. All right, we'll say Sanders. So normally I always do in-ring introductions, and the reason I do
we're not that kind of show. And what?
In-ring.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. So I don't do introductions while people are walking to the ring for a couple of reasons. One, I don't want them to get lost in the entrance. So what I mean by that is a lot of times,
where do I go?
Especially independent wrestling shows, the sound's not always the greatest. Now, we're blessed to have an amazing sound guy that we hire out, and he handles the sound, and he does an amazing job. But a lot of times at these, especially independent wrestling shows, they announce to someone when they're coming into the ring. It just you can't hear who they are because they got the music jacked up so high. So we always just allow them to do their entrance, allow them to get the cheers or the jeers, whichever one it may be. And then after both competitors are in the ring, I do in-ring introduction. So the way that would look is I would be introducing first from Indianapolis, Indiana. He is the whatever, right?
He's the whatever.
Yeah. So from Indianapolis, Indiana, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rusty the Rust Bucket Sanders.
Fuck you, Rusty. Fuck you.
Fuck you, Rusty.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. F you, Rusty. It happens.
I think it's very important for anyone listening to this who doesn't know anything about professional wrestling. We should probably go into what wrestling is, right? All right, so let me just bear with me for a moment, and I'll go through, something that we know, right? But not everyone knows, everybody. So a wrestling, it's about the takedown, right? A wrestler scores 2 points for taking their opponent down to the mat and controlling them. And then a wrestler scores 1 point for escaping or getting to a neutral position while their opponent is on top of them. And then unsportsmanlike conduct, it's not allowed. And it's an awarded point. The opponent is awarded a point for unsportsmanlike conduct. A wrestler is awarded 1 point for their opponent committing unnecessary roughness.
Mike, this is the wrong wrestling.
Actually, what do you mean?
You're talking about the wrong thing.
No, Jeremy, this is wrestling.
This is the
rules.
wrong wrestling.
No, but we're talking about wrestling.
Yeah,
we're talking about wrestling.
Yeah,
We're talking about wrestling.
We're talking about wrestling.
A wrestler may be disqualified if they commit severe rule violations or accumulate multiple fractions.
What, like pulling a razor blade out of your lip and slicing up your own
Oh,
face?
Jeremy, that's not allowed. You silly goose.
Not anymore.
And then an official may indicate a flagrant misconduct signal if they believe a wrestler's unnecessary roughness is inexcusable.
Where did you get this information from?
Just looking up the rules of wrestling.
Did you just Google wrestling?
Wrestling.
You binged wrestling.
I just like looking at the rules of wrestling.
Your favorite thing to watch.
So, Jeremy, why would professional wrestling be different than regular wrestling? Surely it's the same.
It's a good point.
Regular the football rules for children is the same for the NFL, Jeremy.
Yep.
It's not. But go ahead.
Okay. Well, anyway, so now everyone knows, right? That's what wrestling is about: controlling your opponent and trying to pin them for 3 seconds.
Yes, the Greco-Roman wrestling champ, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Right. And that's no shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we wanted to win all those wrestling
It's the work.
matches, why didn't we just send
Always
Andre
the
the
work.
Giant to the Olympics?
We definitely should have. Did he not? Was he? Wait, was Andre?
I mean,
Andre the Giant?
he was French, so we wouldn't want him to be wrestling against us. So,
He's very
But we
French.
had Hulk Hogan, and he picked him up one time.
brother,
Oh yeah,
real
give us,
American.
give us your best Hulk Hogan. If Hulk Hogan had to give an apology speech,
Oh, you know something, dudes? I need to tell you from the bottom of the Hulkamaniac's heart, I apologize to all my Hulkamaniacs out there, because I'm a real American. When you took a shot at my president,
Oh, okay, we won't go there.
that was so good. Oh my god, I was completely blown away by that. That was a fantastic rendition of the one Hulk Hogan.
I could also see how the speech continued. Like, take a shot at our president is like taking a shot at all of Hulkamaniacs.
That's right. That's right.
The only thing stronger than the president Donald J. Trump are these pythons, these American
these 24-inch pythons. What you gonna do?
I'm so proud of you.
Appreciate that. That's right.
That's a really good Hulk Hogan.
Put that in the intro next time.
Yeah.
What?
Mr. Here, Steve.
What?
What? Love
We
stuff.
stood there talking in your microphone.
You mealy mouth, SOB.
Wait, who's that?
Stone Cold, dude.
Oh. I tried to get him on the show. He said no, thank you.
Can you do Stone Cold Steve Austin turning down Mike for an interview?
Who are you? No. I will tell you right now, watching what you guys put out on social media, highlight
Oh my God.
reels, some of the fights that you guys put out on YouTube, one that caught me as a very interesting fight. It took place fairly recently. It was between James Johnson versus your hero, Erica Demia fight.
Academia, yeah.
Erica Demia. Number one, is she single and ready for a long distance relationship?
I don't know. She's like 18.
Oh,
19.
fuck. Damn it. Well, hey, number one, not illegal. And number two, I concede. That's too young. No.
Yeah, Mike's dream to have an 18-year-old wrestler pay all of his bills.
Nope. Anyway, what a great fight. Almost had it. That Ericademia. Is that a play on academia?
Were you watching the whole fight, or
I watched.
Yeah,
were
so
you
she's
just-
she's a big Academia fan.
Okay.
So she based her gear and her and everything off of Academia. Erica, her name is Erica.
Yeah, Erica. AIR.
Yep, ICA. Yep.
Yep.
So it's Ericademia.
Ericademia. And man, I'll tell you, got great hits, some great moves. Almost had him. But in the end, it was James Johnson. Everyone was upset. The whole crowd booed. So is this James Johnson? Is he a bit of a bad boy?
a heel?
Hey, so James was our champ for so almost 2 years. James Johnson was our champ, and he ended up losing the title September of last year to Rios de la Sangre, who is a world-renowned professional wrestler who travels all over the world. Has done work for CMLL in Mexico. He's wrestled for TNA before. He's wrestled.
I've done a lot of things for TNA.
Well, easy now, easy. Not that one.
I don't know what that
Wrong
means.
company. Hey, same acronym, different meaning. It's okay.
How does Elliot know what that means and I don't know and he doesn't even curse?
It's because me and Elliot got laid.
I'm married, so
I was.
I'm married too. I got
used-
laid last night.
I used to be. It was a fun 8 years.
No, I'm just saying that's why I know, because I'm married. Not
I was
Sorry.
married. I don't know what
Sorry,
it
Mike.
means.
sorry, futures past, Michael.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes. Okay, we'll go with that. So, what's another great match that happened this year?
Honestly, one of the top matches of the year. So the feud of the year didn't even involve the title, but it did involve James Johnson.
Of course, that
It
little
involved-
bitch.
And it involved Ethan Case. So Ethan Case has been around our company for years. Ethan had a pretty bad injury almost 2 years ago as well. He injured his neck.
Ooh.
And there was a while there that he was in the hospital for a good while, having to walk with a cane for a while, and kept having a rehab and everything, and finally got cleared to wrestle, or cleared to be able to possibly compete. But it's you start bumping in the ring and stuff, it can take a toll on you pretty quickly.
Oh yeah.
And so basically, over the past 2 years, a story's been building to where James, who is the first graduate from the Palmetto Wrestling Academy, who we're affiliated with, which is run by Ethan Case, basically turned his back on Ethan.
Ooh.
And so Ethan was our general manager for a while because he couldn't wrestle, but we still wanted him to be part of the company. And basically, the culmination came down to there's a couple times that James defended the title against Rios de la Sangre, and the stable he's part of, the Sports Entertainment Empire, they interfered in some way, shape, or form. Rios got a win one time, and it got overturned because of interference and whatnot. And
A flag on the field.
end of the story, Rios ends up getting his win in September to win the championship, and everything culminated to in November, which is our anniversary show. Our anniversary is November every year, so our anniversary show culminated to James finally facing Ethan Case in a grudge match.
Ooh.
So ladders, chairs, tables.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Light bulbs,
No light bulbs. So
Barbed
there's certain
knives.
So the interesting thing with the state of South Carolina is we have an athletic commission. So they do tend to not allow certain things to happen. Like if someone starts bleeding, you have X amount of time to wrap the match up. Otherwise, you can get fined. So that's stuff that we have to look out for as owners. Is, hey, if someone starts bleeding, we have to make sure that we're communicating with the refs, or the refs are communicating with us to let us know, hey, yes, such and such is bleeding, and we tell them, hey, wrap it up. Or if there's multiple people involved, sometimes that person will just kind of dip out the back.
It's not like the
Through the
90s
curtains.
where you could just bleed everywhere and it's just made for great television.
No, but not at least in South Carolina, we're just not allowed to be. Now you go north of us to North Carolina, there's no rules. There's no athletic
Those
commission.
Northerners.
It's just like, they had one of the companies that we're good friends with. They recently had a match, bleeding like a stuck pig, people bleeding.
Oh, my.
It was pretty gnarly, but we can't do that.
So,
It's just
so we're
South Carolina.
we're
rules.
based out of Florida. I know Florida has got a really big history with
Oh, what part?
professional.
Central Florida.
Yeah, we're in Central Florida.
on the East Coast.
You near Kissimmee?
To the east. East.
Yeah,
Space Coast.
not too far.
Not too far from Kissimmee.
Yeah, take an hour.
I can get there on Take a Gas.
It's like an hour and a half.
That's where Rios de la Sangre. That's where he lives. He lives in Kissimmee.
Oh, I thought you were going to say James Johnson. I was like, I can go kick that motherfucker's ass myself.
He's the people's champ, Mike.
All right, fair enough. All right. Well, that's cool.
Well, what I was wondering is if you have any, is there a difference in rules in wrestling in Florida as compared to South Carolina?
Because I don't know.
Yes.
What's that like?
Yeah, I think they're a lot like North Carolina, and like in South Carolina, there's a couple things that stick out immediately in South Carolina is we have to have guardrails around the ring, with at least 6 foot from the ring to the guardrail, around each side. There's no blood allowed. Fans can't get involved in the match.
Well, yeah.
Anyone who's stepping within the guardrails has to be licensed by the
kill?
athletic commission
Oh,
to whether they have a license for announcing, whether it's a promoter's license or whether it's a license for as a actual talent. They have to have that license. We personally require people to be trained, and you'd be surprised at how many wrestling companies don't require people to go through any training. And it's ridiculous the amount of people or they say they're trained, and when you watch them, you're like, man, I don't see how or who. But we have a high standard of excellence that
You do.
that we
You
go
and
by.
I can vouch for that because watching the videos of your guys as wrestlers for as long as I have, and I there was a point I wasn't doing it for research anymore. I was like,
Jacking
what's
off.
Yeah. Yep. It was. Oh fuck, Jeremy, stop.
Not at the table, Carlos.
So like some of the talent that you guys have is trust me, when we first started talking and we first started going into, I was learning about your championship wrestling I was like, I had no expectations. I was like, sure, I'll check it out. And then I go into it and I'm looking at some of these flips and kicks and moves and things and all this stage presence and
Feeling feelings
and
you haven't
theater.
felt in
I was
years.
just like, I remember watching wrestling as a kid, which is really the last time I ever watched wrestling. I was, for me, Stone Cold was, that it was the high of Stone Cold Steve Austin and Undertaker and Kane and Mankind and all these people. And I was like, I loved the theater and everything of it. And Vince McMahon would come in and poke his finger at people and, everything like that.
Vince.
Hey, man, this is
My favorite promoter of all time. Not even just wrestling, just of all time.
Well, he was the bad guy, right? Right. He was.
No.
He was.
That's a truth statement.
Yeah. So
Well, when they broke kayfabe, you found out he was a bad guy, but he was always pretty decent before that.
Yeah.
Well, he was always so mean to the wrestlers, and they were like, you're like the god of wrestling because of you. You own us, I guess. I don't know.
Because he
But like, it brought me back watching your guys and gals wrestle and God, man, some of these moves. One of these
The
guys,
kicks.
it looked like,
kicks.
oh man, some of these guys, they'll kick someone in the head. It looks like their head turns around backwards, and they just like
the videos that I
Go
found
Limp
most
Bizkit.
impressive from PCW was it looked like these guys athletically know how to actually throw the kicks around. Like
unbelievable.
actual martial artists.
Well, and that's the thing a lot of people fail to realize, is that, a lot of these guys who are professional wrestlers, don't just show up at a wrestling academy and train for professional wrestling. A lot of them do have some type of background in martial arts, because that kind of training, it just helps them in the long run.
I'd imagine.
So it's like one of those things like, why would I not, if I'm trying to be a professional wrestler and be the best version I can be, why would I not invest in actual martial arts training if I'm going to be throwing around moves that martial artists perform?
Absolutely.
It does teach you how to do the throws. I can't imagine how, especially something like judo.
Yeah, using the body, right?
Yep.
When I was taking Kyokushin as a child, there was another guy in
When
there.
the fuck did you take Kyokushin as a
Took
child?
years of Kyokushin.
Where and how? We were children together, Jamie.
Yeah,
what are you fucking
You were-
talking
you were
about?
jacking off to wrestling videos,
But-
and I was fighting.
When and how and where? I mean, we hung out all the time. You never told me when we were children.
It was over there by the old Publix, where they made that
Wait,
club Levels.
Is this after I left for college?
No,
Then why have you never
it was
ever?
before, during, and after that.
So when we were children, growing up, right?
Sorry, Elliot.
sharing all of the most intimate parts of our lives and hanging out all the time and being best friends. You never once ever told me that you were doing secret karate lessons.
It wasn't a secret. I was just
It was a rainy summer's eve in Florida.
You never once were like, "Hey, Mike, I learned this thing. Can I try it out on you?" You never once did that.
you slept with my girlfriend,
That was in college. That was in college.
and I was too powerful at that point.
Anyway, Elliot.
That's why he learned it, because of that.
All
So
right.
I just
It's
all
your
the
own
nights
fault,
of
Mike.
crying,
So
taking Kyokushin.
I want to
lessons.
pitch.
Mike, I'm not done yet. I threw this dude over my shoulder. He was like 400 pounds. They taught us how to do the throw over your shoulder. And once I threw this giant man over my shoulder, I was like, I could do anything. But I'd imagine that that's the same if you learn those martial arts.
How old were you?
I did it from 14 to 17.
You bitch. That's the whole time we were in high school together. And never once.
Why do you think that you guys were the only ones who could pick on me?
I don't know. Anyway, we need to segue over to the next segment. All right.
Please.
All right. So Jeremy and I have been thinking long and
Jeremy,
hard.
you had a whole life, a whole secret life.
Yeah, this is blowing my mind. Anyway, so we have thought about, but we're trying to help you out, Elliot. We have new wrestler ideas. I'm sure you have new people coming in. They need a thing, right? Okay, so I'm gonna pitch you some. Does that sound good?
sure, I will tell you that I make no decisions over gimmicks or or anything like that. But
Well,
yeah, go for it.
You know, you are a very important person. I'm sure that you can persuade someone who doesn't have any original ideas, and we're gonna feed you and seed you with future wrestlers. Okay, that's you know what? Just shut up and listen.
Mike spent so long writing all these.
All right, number 1, Mr. Wheels. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
He's a wrestler. He comes out in a wheelchair. Okay. Stay with me.
Like powder.
Shut up. He comes out. He comes out. No, he's not that kind of wheelchair. He's just paralyzed.
He was in a horrible accident.
Yes, he's paralyzed from the waist down. He comes out in a wheelchair before every match, and he's blessed by a priest. And through the power of Jesus, is given the ability to walk so he can dish an ass whooping. Okay?
For the Lord.
But he always brings 2 wheelchairs. Okay? One for himself when his powers wear off, and the other for his opponent after the match. What do we think about that?
A little sacrilegious, but I mean,
As a man of
somewhere.
faith.
Elliot's like, no, thank you.
I don't know if you're either gonna really like mine or really hate mine, Elliot. I came up with it 15 minutes ago.
All right, Jeremy, go ahead.
I didn't come up with a name for him, and any name I come up with right now will be too disrespectful. But so the idea is the character just got out of gay conversion camp and is now fighting homosexuality for the Lord.
Oh, well, that's positive.
It is positive. He's fighting for the Lord
But
to
also-
save the youth.
But also negative.
I don't know.
It's non-inclusion.
Get rid of DEI.
Clip that. Oh my god, that's so
that could
funny.
be his finisher, right?
Yes.
Could his name be the demon, but the demon
The
it starts-
DE
Yeah.
Annihilator.
The DE Annihilator.
There you go. All right. And then I got another one. An elderly man with dementia that constantly screams for his opponents to get off of his lawn as he's fighting them in the ring. Violence ensues.
Goes by PT46. PB46.
And he also asks the entire time where his wife is or if the opponent is his son.
Are you my son? As he's beating him up.
Yes.
Yeah. PB46. That's what it could go by.
I don't know where I am. What are all these cameras doing here?
Get off my lawn. Who am I?
I miss my wife.
I miss my wife.
Where's Corn Pop?
Bad dude.
Why is gas so expensive now?
Yeah, so the big thing with wrestling is, so my thought process with wrestling and gimmicks, I'm all about parodies. Create a parody and you know, push it till the wheels fall off.
A Michael and Jeremy tag team duo.
Stephen Flo.
Steve and Flo.
Stephen Flo. Yes.
Stephen Flo. Stephen Flo.
It's so good.
Like butterfly.
For me, that's money.
Yeah, that's money right there.
The two of us are singing to an actual country music artist.
Hey everybody, Future Michael here. Just want to tell you about our band of the week. You guessed it, it's Elliot Poston. You can check out his song, You Can't Spell Bush Without USC, at the end of the episode. And we're brought to you by Dungeon Studios, makers of 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons modules. Go to their website, dungeonstudios.co, and download a module. Check them out on YouTube, Dungeon Studios on YouTube. You can find all of the shows right there. It's great. Fables from the Forgotten, Nerd News, The Game, all great shows. You're bored. You need to fill your time up with content. There you go. I said troubadour a bunch. I think troubadour's not the word. That's a musician. Matador? No, that's a bull person. That's one of those. Something like that. You know what I mean. The wrestlers. I don't know. All right, I love you. Bye.
So So there's a guy who wrestles for All Caribbean Wrestling, right? He's a manager, and he goes by the Don.
Ooh.
And the Don wears a nice blonde wig
I love it.
with a blue suit and a red tie, orangey colored skin,
Mike, you voted for that guy.
Yep.
and he
For president.
it is absolutely. He's like,
Rios, here's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna tell all these people they don't have a shot against you and winning your title.
and he's just to me. Gimmicks
Rios,
like that.
he's one of the good ones.
Rios flow.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mike.
But stuff like that for me is just like, and that's just money. Like,
Hell yeah.
I love the comedy side of wrestling. I'm a stickler for it. So
Well, then you should appreciate the ideas that we've given you, which I have one more. Okay, now hear this. It's an alien named Throlp. And he beats up people and takes them back to his mothership to probe, and that's his whole thing.
Does he at least learn the moves of the people he probes? Like,
Yeah, he gains the knowledge and energy of everyone as he fights. He's trying to gain knowledge for his, for his people, on our people.
and anyone he's probed in the past, he can probably influence them to help him in a match.
But their culture is you have to defeat them in battle in order to bring them back to the mothership.
to the probing ship.
Yes, and so that's why he steps in. It's Throlp, right? He's green
Gets probed in the touch hole.
in the touch hole.
yeah, that's it.
Coined by one Elliot Poston. You heard it here, folks.
It's like whenever you are trying to turn into somewhere and a car is coming and you just say, you first after me type of thing.
Yeah.
I do that when driving a lot.
Oh,
You first
yeah.
after me.
Mike just screams the N-word as loud as he can.
With the windows down.
Nancy?
Yep.
Nancy!
Yep.
Nancy!
That's exactly what he says.
Jeremy, I hate you. All right. We like to play a game sometimes, Jeremy.
I want to play a game.
We have a gentleman here who is in the music industry, a very, very, very talented musician. And I don't know if you guys know this, but he is our band of the week also.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to hear that at the end of the episode. But, we'll give you all the tastes of Elliot that we've experienced. Don't worry, you're going to come along for the ride. But we like to play a game.
By the end, you will have tasted Elliot.
We haven't gotten the chance to play this game, and I haven't found a reason to play this game in a little while, but we're going to play a game. It's called Is It Emo? So, Elliot, if you don't know, we play a game. It's called Is It Emo? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you lyrics from a song. Not sing, I'm going to read. And the concept is, is it emo? Are the lyrics warranted to be classified as what people would consider to be emo? You strip the music away, you take only the message that's being said, and you decide whether or not it can be considered emo. Okay? Does that make sense?
right.
It's America's new hottest game.
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you lyrics to a song, and then we'll all three be able to, using our merits, which Jeremy has some very specific ones. You may have your own. I have mine. Decide for ourselves whether or not the song, bare bones, is an emo song. Right? Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
First song.
Sure.
Who am I supposed to be? Falling while I'm standing still. Do I deal so willingly with the fact I've lost the will? My sad song saves me. My down days feel right. I dream of a day when I know what keeps me up at night. Forward, forward, forward. I go forward. Forward, forward, forward. Steady as I don't go, thrown into I don't know. Can I ever let myself just let myself go? Floating down the stairs. No one knows I'm near. I shout at the shadows, don't let me catch you here. Emo, not emo.
Ooh, that's a tough one, Mike.
Did you feel something, Jeremy? Did you feel something tickling your brain?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's hold off, Jeremy.
Okay.
Let's start with Elliot. Elliot, how did you feel about those lyrics?
I'm stupid.
We all agree. We're all
Floating down the stairs. No one knows. I'm here.
falling while I'm standing still.
Like, it's like, who cares?
All right, this is going to be funnier after I tell you who it is.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say that it's very emo and very gay.
Very emo and gay.
Very
Wow.
emo and gay.
A new. How do you feel, Elliot?
I mean, I feel like somebody's probably in the corner crying listening to that song.
So emo, not emo?
Falling while I'm standing
I mean, is it-
still.
Isn't sure?
So yes, emo.
It seems like something that would be emo
Okay, all right. I'm also going to say emo.
or Taylor Swift. I mean, one of the two.
All right, that was Dane Cook.
Same. So,
He's
So-
just people do call him the male Taylor Swift.
So the stupid and gay also was relevant, I guess. Okay. All right. So let's go. Here's a tougher one. Okay.
He said in his
Hold on.
lyrics that he was falling while he was standing still.
Well, I don't know why I love you like I do. Nobody in the world can get along with you. You got the ways of a devil sleeping in a lion's den. I come home last night, you won't even let me in. Well, sometimes you're as sweet as nobody wants to be. When you get a crazy notion of jumping all over me, well, you give me the blues. I guess you're satisfied. And you give me the blues, I want to lay down and die. I helped you when you had no shoes on your feet, pretty mama. I helped you when you had no food to eat. You're the kind of woman I just don't understand. You're taking all my money and you give it to another man. Emo, not emo.
That's not emo.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, that's not emo.
Not emo.
No.
Not emo.
Not emo.
Okay, well, I mean, that's already 2-1, regardless of what I say. So,
It sounds much more like
really,
fuck you.
Dylan.
Like I hate you, but I still love you. But I hate you. Though, but I love
regardless
you.
of regardless of whether or not you know the song, right? It's about the lyrics themselves, right? You have to strip away what it is. But yes, this is Bob Dylan,
the original emo.
but the song's not emo.
No, I don't feel like the song's emo.
So you give me the blues, I want to lay down and die.
Yeah, but it's not.
but it's everything else that's encompassing it. It's not just that one line.
All right. So not emo. Not emo. Okay. All right. Here we go. This is an interesting one. Okay. What the fuck are you looking at? Is there something you want to say? I'm like Demikov's two-headed dog, a kleptomaniac, evading getting caught. I feel like I'm about to get yelled at for something all the time. I'm so deeply sorry. I didn't know it, but apparently I crashed your party. I kind of like the way they're staring at me, like I'm somewhere I shouldn't be. I'm a freak of nature, broke out of my cage. I'm on my worst behavior, freak of nature. Emo, not emo.
No.
Not emo. Jeremy, not emo.
I agree. Not
All
emo.
right. I also agree, not emo, from an emo band. Heart Attack Man. Heart Attack Man, respond to my emails.
No one's even ever heard of that band.
That's a great band.
Nobody likes that band.
That's the kind of band, if you listen to it, then you should be concerned. If they find that music on your computer, then you're like, you should be in prison. This is a lot of scary music, but classified technically as an emo band, but not emo. Fascinating.
I only listen to one artist, and that's Elliot.
All right, I got one more. I got one last one. Okay. And Jeremy, this one, I think it's going to be fascinating for you because it clicks all of your buttons on emo music.
Okay.
Okay. I know my mother wished she got a fucking abortion. She don't even love me like she did when I was younger.
That wasn't even part of the song.
What?
It's just,
Emo.
it's just
Oh,
Mike's
that's just
confession.
a fact. Okay.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. So yeah, this, right off the bat, Elliot's in. Okay. It's just gonna get worse. Sucking on her chest just to stop my fucking hunger. I wonder if I died, would tears come to her eyes? Forgive me for my disrespect. Forgive me for my lies. My baby mother's 8 months, her little sister's 2. Who's to blame for both of them? I swear to God, I just want to slit my wrists and end this bullshit. Throw the magnum to my head, threaten to pull shit, and squeeze until the bed's completely red. I'm glad I'm dead, a worthless fucking Buddha head. The stress is building up. I can't believe. Suicide on my fucking mind. I want to leave. Emo, not emo.
Definitely emo.
No, the lyrics
Definitely
are
emo.
very, very
The,
emo.
the lyrics are emo.
The lyrics, okay, Elliot, Jeremy, emo.
Yeah, it's
I
just,
also agree,
The lyrics
emo.
are very emo.
And that was Biggie Smalls.
That makes sense.
That was the notorious B.I.G., an emo gentleman.
He's got a lot of emotional songs.
The notorious EMO.
Yes. That was Is It Emo? Well, thank you for doing that with us, Elliot. I appreciate it. Jamie, what are you doing over there?
Witchcraft.
Oh.
I just turned Elliot in. I took a picture of him with playing his guitar, and I turned him into a magical guy in a forest playing guitar.
Oh, that's cool. Let me see.
It's this one. It's a little thing I'm working on.
Nice.
Jamie, that's a troll.
Well, no,
From the like the you know the troll the troll dolls?
that's intellectual property, Mike. I would never.
Okay. Well. We'll work on that for you, Elliot.
Mike, the name of that Biggie Small song is "The Suicidal Thoughts."
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
What did you think it was going to be?
What are you talking
It's
about?
absolutely emo.
Jeremy,
the
I was-
title of the song is
Jeremy,
emo.
I was talking about is it emo or is it not emo?
And now, in context of that song and the album cover of him being a little Afro baby, like with his big afro and a diaper, it seems sad now.
I was surprised that Bob Dylan didn't get labeled as emo,
He is emo. Bob Dylan is emo,
but that song was not.
but the song was not.
Even though he was like, "I'm so sad you left me. I could die."
I'm so sad you left me.
Yeah.
I could die.
I'm alone.
It doesn't matter how he says it. People just can't get past the performance aspect, which is what I am proving, Jeremy. Performance has always been my caveat on emo music.
I typed the lyrics of that Biggie Smalls when you were reading the lyrics. I typed.
Oh,
it
I
into,
know you did. I could see you doing
I
it.
typed it into ChatGPT, and it said, "I'm really sorry you're feeling this way. You're not alone, and there are people who care about you and want to help." And then it gave me the suicide hotline and a crisis text line.
Oh my God, that's so amazing. Oh, good job, chat.
And I said, "No, there's a song with those lyrics, you weirdo."
I'm trying to find who makes it. I'm so sorry you feel this way. Everything will get better. I promise.
ChatGPT just tried to pull me out of a hole.
If you listen to these 10 simple steps and follow these, then you'll feel better. Please don't do anything rash.
ChatGPT is really treating me like a fucking touch hole.
Michael on the street. Michael on the street. Dee-da. All right, Jamie. So I did a thing. It's called Michael on the Street. Okay?
Michael
All right?
on the street.
All right,
is this,
Elliot, be quiet. Be quiet, Elliot.
Elliot, this is man time.
All right, so I did a thing called Michael on the Street. Are you ready?
So you're doing, if I can get this correct, Michael on the street is you doing man in the street interviews.
I decided to ask people some questions about wrestling.
It's you bothering strangers in public for
correct.
answers of things. Okay.
Yes, so
Okay.
I did do this in preparation for this episode.
I love it. I'm all about it.
And here we go.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Why do you love professional wrestling?
I don't love it.
Why not?
Well, I mean, I guess I used to love it.
What changed?
My age and my interest in it.
Wrestling's for children?
Nah. I watched Monday Night Raw. The other
Who's your
night
favorite
on
wrestler?
Netflix, on Netflix.
Who's your favorite
It
wrestler?
is on Netflix now.
The only one that's coming to mind is John Cena.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you can't see him. That's right. Well, thank you for your time.
He's
Can't
gone.
see him.
Can't even see him.
Excuse me, sir.
Wait,
I
Mike,
have one-
pause.
I got a quick question.
Mike, pause. This sounds like you walked up on a group of gentlemen who are like in mid-conversation.
I did.
They were already engaged in conversation.
There's things already happening. I'm all around the place all the time. And so sometimes I just kind of dive right in.
You just like, excuse me, guys, shut up. I have a question for you.
Yeah. Here it goes.
All right.
For you. I got a quick question for you. Why do you love
Wait, Mike,
professional
pause
wrestling?
it again. Wait, Mike, rewind and pause and rewind a little bit.
What? Okay.
Did you walk up to this group of people talking and shush them?
Oh,
Was that a that I heard?
maybe?
Did you shush them? Play it again.
Excuse me, sir. I have one. I got a quick question for you. I got a quick question for you. Why do you love professional wrestling?
Because professional wrestling is by far the best thing. It's my meat, my bread and butter.
Really? Okay. So, who's your favorite wrestler?
Of course, the Hulk.
Well, he's not really active right now. So do you still watch wrestling?
Of course, replays are on all the time. Plus, he goes to my church.
So you're a vintage wrestling guy.
Oh yeah, baby, those tight little shorts they used to wear. That's where I'm at.
Okay, so between Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage, who's
Hulk all day long.
okay? All right, all right.
You know, I do like to snap into a Slim Jim once in a while.
Can you do your best Randy Savage impersonation?
Randy
Is that the snap into a Slim Jim guy?
You should know, Mister.
I don't know. I haven't watched it in a while.
You
Never
want to culture
vintage.
swine?
But you snap into a Slim Jim. Oh, there you go. Well, thank you for your time, sir.
All right, I'm done with you.
Sir, one moment of your time. I have a question for you. Why do you love professional wrestling?
I don't.
Why not?
Yep.
Don't.
What is it about it that you don't like?
Wait, Mike, pause.
Preferably.
So when they say no, are you like, shit? What do I do?
Jeremy, when I walk up to someone and say, "Why do you love professional wrestling?"
Yeah.
They're gonna give their answer.
Regardless.
Honestly. And this is Michael on the street. I'm gonna eat on it.
I'm gonna eat on it.
Men in tights.
Okay, so you're not a tight men guy.
I don't hate tight men. I just don't want to see them.
I like my men tight.
Well, I mean, what can we do to change your mind? Give him baggier pants? Is that what we need to do to change wrestling?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Cargo shorts.
Cargo shorts. Okay.
So
All right.
they can hold more
Well, we'll get on
ladders.
that. Thank you for your time. Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh,
a
you
moment
found
of
a
your
woman.
time. Oh, hi. Why do you love professional wrestling?
Well, I'm a lesbian, so I appreciate that women have come this far.
Wait, Mike.
What?
She has. Why do you love? I'm a lesbian. That's why.
No, she says, "Well, I'm a lesbian," and then stuff, and you cut her off.
You'll understand my point of view better if you knew my sexuality.
Hold on, stand by, Jamie.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, a moment of your time.
Oh my God.
Hi. Why do you love professional wrestling?
She's
Well,
like
I'm a lesbian,
terrified.
so
Well, I sneak up on people.
Snuck up on this lady.
I sneak up on people, Jeremy.
And instead of like, well, I have a boyfriend, she went, well, I'm a lesbian.
It's Michael on the street.
I appreciate that women have come this far.
Okay. All right. That's pretty solid. Who's your favorite wrestler?
Hulk Hogan.
Bah.
Oh, that seems to be a theme of today. Okay. What's it about Hulk Hogan that you love?
Particularly the handlebars and the yellow tights.
It's not the sex tape.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Oh, not okay. All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Have a great one.
Have a great one. No, it's not the sex tape. It's his political views. I just love his politics.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a question. Do you have a second? Yes. Why do you love professional wrestling?
It sounds like she's
I
cleaning
like
a
the
table.
tiny pants.
Another tiny
Tiny
pants.
pants. Yeah. That's what really gets you going on wrestling.
The tiny pants, yes.
That's what I like
And
it too.
anything else about it?
No, I think it's just the tiny pants for me.
Okay. Do you have a favorite wrestler whose pants you like the most?
Big Dick Steve.
Probably. No.
No, they're all the same to you.
They're all the same.
Okay, so every wrestler is equal.
Well, no, I do like the tiny pants, but my favorite pants belong to McFoley. Even those were not
great.
tiny pants, they're McFoley pants.
McFoley's great.
What about the guy who wears jeans?
No.
No. Okay, so you don't like him.
No, not that guy.
He's got to change his pants game.
It's got to be tiny pants.
Okay, well, thank you for your time.
There's a baby crying in the background.
Jeremy, I'm out and about. Okay.
I'm just. What'd you do? Walk into a lady's feeding her child?
I'm literally restaurants, like fucking wherever I am, where I need to ask someone about wrestling.
You were in the airport. You went into one of those little cubicles made for ladies to breastfeed their children in. Kick the door open, like, ma'am.
But you know what, Jeremy? That's it. That's Michael on the street.
Michael on the street. I'm gonna eat out it.
Even flow.
Anyway, that was Michael on the street, Jeremy.
Hey, whoa, good stuff.
What'd you think?
That was great. You really bothered those people.
I did.
Yep. It sounds like they were all just going about their business and you bothered them with nonsense.
I did.
Good. I'm glad.
Everyone enjoyed it. Anyway, well, thank you so much, Elliot. We appreciate you coming on, buddy.
Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Absolutely.
We'll have you back on.
Yes.
Mike's
I'll
really
never
good.
come back.
They actually do. They don't take any of your ideas for wrestlers, but they do launch a campaign against us in their wrestling
No, I
federation.
expect you to use every single idea we gave you.
I need a name for my...
I expect to see Mr. Wheels next year.
So Wheels, I don't know that we could do Wheels because that was a copyright thing with Burger King back in the day.
I'm sure it's lapsed.
Or has it? In a world.
I need a name for my warrior, my straight warrior.
Wheels.
Gary?
Gary Gaybane.
Gaybane?
Gary Gaybane! He's hunting down all the gays for Christ.
Oh my God. Okay.
Call him Richard Love.
Dick Lover.
I think that's the point he was getting at.
Dick Johnson. He could be Jake's brother.
Richard Butts.
Richard N. Butts.
Richard N. Butts. And in this corner, soon to be in that corner,
the Flying Dick and Butts.
Flying Richard N. Butts. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Well, we're not going to waste any more of your time, Elliot, you busy man.
Write a song about that.
Oh man.
We have one question before you go. We ask it to every single one of our guests, and we've never missed it one time. Who is better for your own reasons, Elliot? Okay. Elliot, I need you. Okay.
No, I need him.
Who is better for your own reasons? Arnold Schwarzenegger or
Sylvester Stallone?
I don't know. That's a hard one.
It's pretty tough.
It's like
Yep.
Or
well, it's like either you write movies or just act in them.
Or
could be one of them.
You're in more iconic movies.
Yeah. Or you cheat on your wife and don't tell her.
And you govern.
I don't know because
govern a whole state.
Your governor calls himself a Republican, but is really just a
I probably like more Arnold Schwarzenegger stuff than I do Sylvester Stallone.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably have to go with Terminator.
Boom! Fuck yeah!
Speaking of the Terminator, what's his favorite sandwich?
Salami.
Wrong.
Okay, what is it?
It's a Whopper.
Yes. Oh God! Thank you so much, Elliot.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Jeremy.
Who are they to protest me, huh? Who are they? Unless they've been me and been there and know what the hell they're yelling about.
Another Schwarzenegger for 2025. Dude, coming in hot.
I thought 2025 was going to go another way.
Coming in hot. Well, thank you so much, Elliot. We appreciate you coming on the show.
I mean, and just in case you don't know, Elliot, like Sylvester Stallone. He wrote Cliffhanger. He wrote
No one saw that
Rocky.
movie.
He wrote Rambo.
Hey, Jeremy?
Yes, sir.
I don't care.
The egg on your face.
Wow.
Jeremy, hit the wah, 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 wah button on yourself. Okay. Whatever. All right. We're getting to the point, Elliot, where we would love to take an opportunity to give you the floor. What's coming up? What's the future of Palmetto Championship Wrestling? Where can people find your music? How can people just enjoy whatever it is that you're doing?
What products do you use on your perfect beard?
So there's a couple of different products I use on my beard. That'd be the last thing I'll plug. But as far as Palmetto Championship Wrestling, you can catch us the fourth Saturday of every month at the Old Armory Gymnasium in Camden, South Carolina. We have a monthly show. We also are working on trying to hit the four corners of our state this year. Trying to make that possible. It's just a outlandish goal. So we'll see what happens. But you can catch us every month here in Camden. As far as me, you can listen to my music on your favorite listening app, whether it's Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Pandora, iHeartRadio, whatever it may be. Just look me up, Elliot, with one T, Poston, Poston. I released 4 singles this past year. My first one was called The Country Way. Then I released one called You Can't Spell Bush Without USC. I released that for South Carolina Gamecock fans and Bush Light lovers.
Beautiful.
And it got some radio airplay here in South Carolina.
Hell yeah!
As part of the South Carolina Gamecocks tailgate pregame show. I'm excited about this year. Excited about possibilities of things to come. I'm actually be in Lancaster, South Carolina in April, which is about an hour from where I live at right now. Actually opening up, doing a pre-show for Montgomery Gentry in Montgomery. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, you can catch me on Facebook, Instagram at the THE Elliot ELLIOT Poston POSTON. I'm also on TikTok and YouTube. I will say my TikTok game and YouTube game ain't that strong. Just being honest. So growth opportunities for
Not
me.
yet.
And what else? What else? As far as the beard stuff I use there's 2 different products I use. There's one
gasoline.
People yeah, that's right. I use ethanol free on my beard. But
hey, this beard ain't getting nothing but diesel, man.
That's right. Yeah, so K1 kerosene right here in the yellow bottle.
I buy those Rhino dick pills from the gas station. I crush them up, powder my beard.
Whoa.
I rub snakes on it.
But it's like a Dodge. Built Dodge, Ram Tough.
Ram Tough?
Yeah. So there's two beard products I use. One's called Maestro's beard products. You can get that on Amazon. A lot of times you can pick it up in Walmart or Target as well.
Not a sponsor, just fun.
Or you can go direct to the website. Yeah, it's not a sponsor, just fun. I love they got a one called Speakeasy, a Speakeasy blend. So their beard oil, their beard wash, beard butter, all good. It's all good. And the other one that I use is actually one right here in Kershaw County called Barn Beard Brands.
Barn Beard Brands. Go to barnbeardbrands.com, put in the offer code Majizzy, get 10% off.
Nope,
that's not true.
I'm double checking that. Hold on.
Not true. Oh wow, it works.
Oh, Barn Brand Beards. Sorry, I had it backwards. barnbrandbeards.com.
Triple B.
Yeah. So don't go to tripleb.com.
That's a whole different one.
Not the same. But
tripleb.com.
Yeah, I started using their product here recently. I actually shaved my beard completely off like in December.
Did you get sick? Did you get sick because of it?
No. I did it because I was doing I used to be a professional Santa at one point.
Oh, you shaved it all off and donated it to cancer kids who can't grow beards.
I would shave my beard and I would use a Santa beard and glue it to my skin. I did that so that the kids that I knew that would see me as Santa wouldn't recognize me without the beard. So instead of because the question is, why don't you just dye it? For one, it's really hard to dye a beard.
You have a perfect shape. There's no need to dye it.
Yeah, I mean, you're a big boy, but you're a strong boy.
Yeah. Don't let the world tell you how to live your life. You don't need to dye it.
Everyone's got unique body types.
Don't worry, they don't. Don't worry, they're wrong. I'm right. It's okay.
Does the guy who dress up as the Don point at the fact that Rios is Hispanic? Does he
build a wall?
He's Puerto Rican. He's Puerto Rican.
So he's American.
Build a wall anyway.
He's one of the good ones.
Keep out these Puerto Ricans coming into our borders.
Rios escaped the trash island, made his way to America. He's one of the good ones. He's a keeper.
So, I don't. I've never met. I want to meet the guy, the Don, because from what Rios tells me, he's a pretty funny guy. But they do a lot. That's part of all Caribbean wrestling. So the majority of their stuff for that company is done like in the Bahamas and Jamaica and stuff like that. So
when you meet Stephen Flo, you need to give him our number. Okay, we need to.
I don't think I ever will.
Well, that's not the attitude that you need to have, Elliot. You need to have the attitude that you will one day.
I'm never going to tell anyone I talked to you two in the first place.
As far as I'm concerned, this never happened.
Is this a fever dream? Where's my beard?
Hey, so Stephen Flo. So there's these two dudes that want your digits. That's all I know.
They're from Florida.
I think one of them jacks off watching our videos. I don't know.
One of them was interested in 18-year-old girls or something like that.
Well, she's a guy, so.
Even better. That's another box check for Mike.
Oh, my life is.
What's her name? What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous. She's a guy, so.
Mike's standards are just getting lower and lower, though, as time goes by.
That's probably one of my favorite commercials of all time.
Easily. Oh, that was on my list. I'm so sorry. That was on my list. What's your favorite commercial of all time? Yeah, so I'm glad you covered that.
Well, yep, that one.
What's yours, Mike?
Mine?
Yeah.
Well, what's yours, Michael?
We add a baby eats a boy.
Oh, AT&T.
Yeah.
Or 1-800-COLLECT or call AT&T, one of the two.
I'm a sucker for that old man with $1 on the fishing pole.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you got to be quicker than that.
I like the old man. The what was it? The Six Flags dancing man.
Yeah. Looks like Orville Redenbacher.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's very spry.
Michael's like,
oh, I got some popsicles in my basement. Mike Elliott knows you so well now, dude.
Dang.
I'm just calling to see where the paper boy is.
Hey, you know what? Here's something. This is what I feel like right now. I feel like the three of us have just really hit it off. I really appreciate you guys.
I
had a lot of fun.
I did too.
The three best friends that anyone can have.
That's what I feel.
Oh, I definitely agree.
Never, ever, 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 ever leave each other.
You should. You know what? We're looking for another co-host.
What, we are?
Do you want to join
Michael
our show?
and Jeremy and Elliot Studio Podcast?
Who's getting fired? Who am I replacing?
It's not gonna be me. This thing would die. Jerry doesn't know how to do things.
No, it doesn't work. If it's just Mike, then it's not funny. And if it's just me, the show doesn't come out.
Oh, not funny. Anyway, we gotta wrap this up. We gotta put a bow on it.
Yeah, we are going over. We have an interview coming up.
Well, thank you so much, Elliot. We appreciate you, sir.
I appreciate the time, guys.
You're so talented and fun. I was watching music videos while Mike was rambling. I was watching you, and man,
rambling.
You can play guitar, dude. You can fucking play, dude.
Yeah, you fucking wails. And you know what? I would love to get to the point where we can play that song, Jammy. But
it's coming up.
Yeah, it is coming up.
Mike figured out.
We have to do our plugs and stuff, Jammy.
Oh, hey, you can find us at majizypod.com.
But okay, but we are everywhere where you find podcasts. We are on all the socials. MJSYPOD.com is our website. You can email the show, UHJYEAH at majizzypod.com. We have a phone number.
Mike, it's a great phone number, and people can leave voicemails. We'll play them on the show.
Every single week we
Every
can do
single
that.
week.
It's 903-287-0660. And you can leave a voicemail. Unfortunately, Jimmy, I don't have one to play you on.
Really?
I know. We had a fun run. Someone decided that they were going to do the fun thing and prank the show with a bunch of voicemails, but I have not. Currently, at this moment, I do not have one to play.
That's right. It's an Obama phone anyways. It's free.
Ring, 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 ring. Obama phone.
Hey guys, this is Richard. Thanks you for taking my call, and yeah.
It's the Flying Dickin' Butts. He called the show.
We have a second channel on Spotify. It's called Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast Supreme, where you can actually link your Patreon account and get all of our Patreon episodes as well as our normally airing Spotify / everywhere else episodes all in one spot for you.
We got a bunch of cool stuff on our Patreon. We got interviews with the shows that we've stolen. We talk to the hosts, get to know them, why they started podcasting, how they started podcasting.
But then also, you have to understand that these interviews are more of like what we've done with Elliot here today. There's a lot of shenanigans that go on while we're talking to people. We don't just say, why did you get into podcasting? Oh, that was cool. Thank you so much for joining us. We don't do that shit.
No,
That's
we usually
boring as
ask
fuck.
them to take a side in some type of Ukrainian-Russian war or Gaza.
Jeremy and I asked them embarrassing questions about their youth. These are all the normal stuff that you can get when you subscribe to that Patreon.
And we got a bunch of new cool stuff coming out, too.
Oh, yeah. Jeremy and I are working on doing a lot of special, wonderful things on our Patreon page. But anyway, shit, I think.
Shit indeed, Mike. Shit indeed.
Elliot's going to be making us a new theme song.
I'm sure there's something pre-recorded already out there.
You heard it, folks. We have full access to Elliot's catalog.
Or songs. Look at that.
All right, Jeremy, Elliot, I think that's it.
I would like a country version of our theme song. That'd be cool.
Well, I mean, Elliot's right here.
Get a hold of somebody who can do that.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jeremy, I love you.
I love you too, buddy. Elliot, I love you.
Love you, Elliot.
Tolerate you guys.
All right, good enough. Peace.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate that.
The air is feeling crispy as the leaves begin to fall. We're headed towards the stadium, gonna watch some football. There's a party about to happen, we're gonna have some fun. It ain't Miller time, I'm no Keystone, I don't want a bud. 'Cause you can't spell Bush without a USC. It's the drink of choice out here in good old Gamecock country. A sandstorms are coming when that rooster crows with our cups held high. Everybody knows you can't spell Bush without USC. Ones are playing, it's getting close to kickoff time. My lady whispers in my ear and the chills go down my spine. She says what every man wants to hear, and my eyes, they well up with tears. In 7 sweet little words she asks,
Babe, would you like a Bush Light?
'Cause you can't spell Bush without a USC. It's the drink of choice out here in good old Gamecock country. A sandstorms are coming when that rooster crows with our cups held high. Everybody knows you can't spell Bush without USC. No, you can't spell Bush without a USC. It's the drink of choice out here in good old Gamecock country. Sandstorms are coming when that rooster crows with our cups held high. Everybody knows you can't spell Bush without USC. No, you can't spell Bush without USC. No, you can't spell Bush without
Oh man, Elliot was such a cool guest, Jeremy.
He does everything.
Oh, it's such a powerful man. Great beard.
The voice.
Just a kind gentleman who loves violence.
Don't we all?
Hey, Josh.
Oh.
Josh, how was the Rumble? Was it royal?
It was both royal and rumbly.
So what happened? How did Rusty do? Good old Rusty.
Rusty kicked Hulk Hogan right in the dick. It was pretty awesome.
Well, Hulk Hogan is 104, so.
Yeah.
Some would say he had it coming.
Yeah. Then, unfortunately, Rusty died. So that's gonna complicate things. But yeah, we'll figure that out later.
Rest in peace.
That's not the funeral you went to.
Rest in peace, Flying Rust Bucket.
Good old Rusty.
Fly high.
Died on his debut. Hey, you know what? He made a splash. Literally, actually. Anyways.
Only the good die young.
I like you, Josh. You're taking this way better than I would have.
Well, he went out how he wanted to. Screaming and crying and covered it.
His head in between thighs.
Covered
of
in
men.
his own shit.
Exactly.
Screaming between the crotch of a very large gentleman.
He went out of this world the way he came in.
Smelling like balls. Good on you, Rusty.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Pour one out for your homie, Rusty.
No, I drink my booze.
That's fair. Same here. I already did.
Well, here's your podcast back. Yeah. I practiced some of my moves on it, though.
Jeremy did.
Oh, dear. This is all bent, guys.
Can you help me? I'm bent. I'm so scared that I'll never get put back together. Sorry,
You know what? Give me that. I can unbend it. Check out this new move I got, Mike.
Oh, the unbend.
Yep, the unbend.
Oh,
Are you
wow.
ready? Yep. I just got to stretch back like this. Lift my head above.
Oh, Jeremy, you're turning purple. Stop it. Stop it.
Okay, he's choking.
Is that better, Josh?
Yeah. You know, I think it might be better than it was before.
Nice.
I'm the unbender. I was bent over in prison, and now I'll get my revenge on everybody.
I have one question for you: Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone? Who's better? For your own reasons.
That's a good question. I have to say Arnold.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes, Josh. Fuck. Ooh. Yeah. Hit the button.
I've got news for you. You're mine now. You belong to me.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Josh.
Well, we don't have time. I don't want to take up your time trying to dissuade you, but
all good.
Have fun out there.
All right. Well, have a good one, Josh.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Hey, you might give me 1 second and let me fill up my water?
Yeah, no worries, dude.
Appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you. He's got a great voice, Jeremy.
It's perfect.
It's a really good voice.
Maybe he should be your co-host.
Do you think he likes my voice?
You should ask him.